Welcome to all viewers. In this video, we are going to discuss data communication, one of the most important topic in computer networking. Whether you are a college student, a network engineer, or someone who wants to build a career in IT infrastructure or cybersecurity, understanding data communication is essential because every device on a network communicates with these principles. Before we understand data communication, we must first know what data is. What is data? Data is a collection of raw, unorganized facts and figures that have not yet been processed. Data can exist in many forms, but by itself, it does not provide meaningful information. Once data is processed, organized, and interpreted, it becomes information, which helps us make decisions and understand something meaningful. Forms of data. Text. Normally we will show that we have seen it like words, sentences, documents, numbers, measurements, calculations, and another is images or pictures like photos, graphic, and diagrams, and audio like voice recordings, music, and sound clips in YouTube or any other MP3 channel like videos, movies, live streams. So we are using this in YouTube. So many video platforms is available. Okay. So the data is the foundation of communication because it is the content that is transmitted from one device to another. Now we move on to components of data communication. The data communication system consists of five essential components. The first one is message, sender, receiver, medium, and protocol. Okay. Here in the picture, the sender sends message using the protocols and using the transmission medium. Okay. Now we will see one by one. The first one is message. So message means is the information or data that needs to be transformed or transmitted from one device to another. So many popular forms include just before we discussed like text, numbers, pictures, audio, and video. Okay. So every data communication begins with a message to deliver. Okay. So if you want to communicate with anyone, you send message to him like hi, etc. Okay. The next one is sender. Sender it means that the device that sends the data message. Okay, it is the originating the communication or originating point. Okay, so any device capable of sending data can be a sender. Suppose if you are using a mobile phones or computer or laptop or desktop, anything. Okay, if you want to send message from your device to somebody, the from is the sender, to is the receiver. Okay, so another one. So now we send the message, but who is the receiver? So the receiver is the destination point. He receives the message from the sender. Okay. So now the question will come. Your device can be or can act as a sender or receiver. Yes, of course. Suppose in WhatsApp you are sending message to somebody and you get the receive. When you send, you are a sender. When you receive from the receiver, you are a receiver. It means so normally we will chat using WhatsApp day by day we are using. So once you send message, he replied. The reply is that time you are a receiver, he is a sender. Okay. Okay. Now we discussed about the say, who is sender, what's the meaning of receiver, sender, message, etc. The next one is the transmission medium. Okay. So it is very important component to make effective communication. Okay. It can be two kinds. The first one is wired and wireless. Wired means nothing but a physical medium. That means twisted pair cable, coaxial cable, and fiber optic cable. Okay. So in networking, it is very important to make communication effectively using a transmission medium. And another one is wireless, like normally we will use Bluetooth on the cellular network like 4G, 5G, and Wi-Fi, and certainly communication also. Okay. The last one is protocol. So now we know that we sender and receiver, transmission medium, and message also. But it should be a controlled one or governed one. So these are all components are governed by a protocol. It means a set of rules to be or a set of rules that govern data communication. So what type of information is that? How to send this one? Whom? What type of is it a PDF? If suppose if you send a file or any document, is it a PDF or text or text like documents? So you can it should understand using what type of is it. Okay. So a protocol is a set of rules that governs how devices communicate with each other. Okay, without a protocol, connected devices still cannot communicate. You have everything, but the protocol is not, so you cannot make communication. Like a person speaking French cannot be understood by someone speaking on Japanese. So this is a very example. So if two persons know about that means only he can communicate. A different means he cannot make communication. Like the similar way, for example, if we will use HTTPS like to make uh, sorry to create websites. Sorry to show to view the websites. HTTPS google.com. So it is the protocol. So you want to open Google, you should access that website using the hypertext transfer protocol secure like HTTPS. So suppose if a company want to share file transfer using FTP, so mail transfer takes the protocol SMTP. So in networking, we will study about TCP/IP deeply. Okay, simply we can you make connection to make the communication properly, or if it is communicated properly, means we have used the TCP/IP protocol like IP config in like ping. Okay, so now I check that. Okay, so this is the command like ping google.com. So it replies. It means that you can use this command or this IP address. This is the TCP/IP. It's a very simple example I have given. A lot of topics is present in TCP/IP. Okay. So now I think you understand about protocol. Okay. Thanks for watching this video. And finally, I tell you that um, now you understand what is data and what information is, the differences between the two in a little bit way, and different forms of data, five components of data communicated like message, sender, receiver, transmission medium, and protocol. Okay, thanks for watching this video.